the thing you feel is going to happen in college football this fall, but you're afraid to say it because you think you're going to get mocked. And also just the idea of where you are with college football. Look, Rico's going up Spartan Stadium tonight. I am not. But all summer, Rico has said it. He's going to know right away if he still loves this game. Been a very tumultuous time for college football as a sport, certainly for Michigan State football. I'm at the other end of the spectrum. I'm not handing out a rose. I'm done. If I don't bet on it, I don't really care about it. Then there's the middle ground, which I think a lot more people are in, where it's like, I know I like it, I'm just not sure I love it. Then there's where I think a majority are. Nope, still love it, don't care, la, 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 la. Before we get to the phones and do anything else, I want to do one segment on this because I'm not interested in being negative or mean. We're having fun today. But I can't let that Sherrone Moore contract update go and act like that's not worth 6 minutes of a 4-hour radio show. Very weird to me. From USA Today, more than 7 months ago, University of Michigan announced that it promoted Sherrone Moore to be the head coach, giving him a 5-year deal worth roughly $6 per year. As of Wednesday, however, that contract was yet to be fully executed, leaving Sherrone Moore in a state of contractual limbo as the Wolverines get set to open the season. An athletic department spokesperson confirmed this week Moore is not yet under contract. He's still working under a 3-page document he signed in January, known as a Memorandum of Understanding, or MOU. The document outlines the basic parameters of Moore's future deal, including salary figures, bonus provisions, but lacks specifics and legalese that serve as the backbone of, an actual contract, such as the circumstances in which Moore, who is facing punishment from the NCAA. So, look, I think if you're cynical like me, you immediately go, oh, well, that's obvious why they did that. He's a repeat offender, and there might be a show cause, and they can hit him with a garbage can and get out for nothing.
Yeah.
That's the cynic in me. That doesn't mean I'm right. But, Rico, look, you don't even work under a 3-page document in this line of work. Yeah. Like, think about what we're talking about. Jim Harbaugh left how many months ago?
January. Yeah.
Sherrone Moore was promoted. He was the obvious choice. Namely, all the rest of the rats scurried, and he was the one guy left, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You hire Sherrone Moore, you give him a contract, you move forward, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you what this sounds like to me. Can't prove it, and I'm not trying to upset anybody. We're just talking. This sounds like kind of what they wanted to do with Harbaugh. We'll bring you back, but if you get popped, we'll go this route, and you'll be immune from this, but sort of this. This feels like, yeah, well, when it sorts out, maybe we'll eventually give you that deal. I got you $1.
No, I was thinking it sounds exactly what happened. Remember, Harbaugh had supposedly the contract was sitting on his desk for an entire season. He just didn't sign it because I think it was, let's see where this all goes. Let's let it play out. And I think the same is for Sherrone Moore. Your checks won't bounce. You'll get paid. But we want to cover ourselves because we don't want to lock you into a deal and then have to buy you out. Or we have to. So this rate, it's almost like he's working week to week instead of getting a salary.
Is he getting his old salary?
No, I think he probably got a raise because he is the head coach. But if we get clear of all of this other stuff, then we'll come out and we'll give you this deal where you're going to be making close to $7-8 million a year, like you should be making. Or he may even get more than that, depending on what happens. But yes, right now, this sounds as if Michigan is just trying to mitigate the circumstance and say, just in case this goes bad, we're not on the hook for an additional $60 million that we have to pay you. We don't want a lawsuit. We don't want you suing us. We don't want any of this stuff. We're just going to be able to walk away from you and move on and get another coach.
And if it works out fine and he's okay, it would trigger the fully executable contract.
And then you'll say, well, we just, we were busy celebrating and he always knew he was going to get this deal and nobody was worried about that, but media people.
That'll work for Johnny Porkfats. Don't sell that to me. I'm not interested in that. A program of Michigan's quality, of Michigan's reputation, albeit tarnished, of the power of Michigan. This is not a normal situation. Anyone who sells you that this is normal, I'm not interested in listening to. That's not normal.
No, I said that's how it gets spun.
Not you. I'm saying to the people. Like, they can spin whatever they want. I don't have to believe it. I mean, David, what was your takeaway when you heard it in the update?
When I first heard it in the update, my first thought was,
You walked right into it.
then I guess I wasn't too far off by saying firing, because it sounds to me like the university has protected themselves. And the question that I have is on the other side, on Sherrone's side and his lawyer, agent, whatever. There's been no ruffling. From what I understand, we haven't heard anything on why hasn't there been no contract. Seems to be nothing on their side, which means they must understand what the university is telling them, that let's just wait and see what happens with the punishment here.
Well, and again, the problem for Sherrone is he was already suspended during the COVID gate. He is now a repeat offender.
Yes.
So obviously, there is clear good lawyers are involved with this. I'm not attacking the strategy.
It's the leverage is on Michigan's side.
Well, I'm attacking the idea that this is normal. It's not.
It's not normal at all. And I'll just quote Tom Mars. Tom Mars, in contrast, he tweeted, "It took 2 days to finalize Coach Cal's employment agreement with Arkansas." Well, yeah, because that's normal. This isn't.
And it would have seemed very easy. So yeah, it makes you wonder. I don't know. There's this large chasm between the two parties where if you're in the Michigan encampment, you believe Sherrone will be fined, like you're not allowed to eat hot dogs and you're going to miss half a game. Then there's the rest of the world looking at this going, wait a minute.
To put it in perspective, I don't think that Dusty May is doing this whole little charade. Dusty May came in afterwards and he's locked up. Michigan basketball coach, he's getting paid. We know he's
but he's also not under NCAA investigation.
But like that's what I'm saying. This is one where, yeah, if you knew this was going to be your guy, it's already over with.
So basically what you're saying is this isn't happening because, okay, well, they need a new board of regents or things to meet, or it isn't because of that.
Santa Ono's not on vacation.
Because that contract was done for May.
Yeah, it was. So, yeah.
It's again, everything, it's all weird. All of it's weird. I don't have all the answers.
It just can't do it. It seems like they just can't do anything the normal way. But if you question it, it's like, we're Michigan. We know what we're doing. Do you?
Well, yeah, they executed the caper.
They did.
I mean, the bottom line in all of it.
Allegedly. Maybe.
Keep your eye on it. And God, if I were a higher up at U of M and I had the power to name the head coach and make a statement to slap this report down, we'd be like, guys, I don't know what you're talking about. Here's a redacted version of Sherrone's deal. He's our head coach. Yeah. I mean, the idea that the CEO of Michigan football, which is a $100 million a year program's operating on a contract shorter than what a phone screener signs at this station, that I'm sorry. No. Like that stupid drop David plays. That's crazy. But it would say they're leaving a window to get out.
Mm-hmm. I think we all see that.
248-539-9797. You just hope you don't have to use it if you're U of M. But, yeah, bizarre to me.